I've suffered from anxiety for 4 years, and this is how I beat it. I've experienced all physical symptoms possible from anxiety. I had numbing in my hands, heart palpitations, difficulty breathing, or so I thought, but it was all in my head. It was like this gray cloud looming over my head that I was always constantly watching out for, managing what I do just so I don't get a panic attack. But today I'm at a much happier place. I feel like I am much stronger as a person because of my anxiety, and in fact I'm grateful for it. I have some remedies that I want to share with you guys, but before I dive into them, I want to share this quote with you. It's by Lao Tzu. He says that if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future, and if you're at peace, you are living in the present. This has truly changed my perspective in life. In fact, every day I try to be more present. I notice the colors around me. I notice the textures. When I talk to people, I really try to listen in on their voice, the sound of their voice, the choice of their words. You know, a lot of people question what life is and what they want to do in life, but the matter of fact is, life is now. This moment and all the moments. So experience it, embrace it, live it. Alright, remedy number 1. To help you be more present and put the negative thoughts at bay, it's good to play a game or a sport. Exercise is not enough. I like to jog, but when I'm jogging, I'm still alone with my negative thoughts, and they can go very, very, very far. But if I'm playing a sport like basketball, volleyball, or whatever, I'm focused on the play. I'm focused on where the ball is going. I'm looking at my teammates. I'm working with my teammates. I'm in the moment. And playing a sport or a game is good practice to help you stay in the moment and not be stuck in the past, depressed, or worried about the future, anxious. Remedy number 2, the Wim Hof Method. Wim Hof is also known as the Iceman. When I first learned about him, I thought it was a joke. He climbed Mount Everest in shorts. He has I think 20 Guinness World Records under his name. The Wim Hof Method is mainly composed of 2 things: a breathing exercise and exposure to cold temperatures. Basically, it's this breathing exercise where you take 30 deep breaths in, you hold it for as long as possible, then you exhale and hold again for 15 seconds. I'm gonna link a video, a tutorial by Wim Hof himself, so you can check it out. It'll be more detailed. First time I did it, I cried. I cried, but I felt relaxed for the first time in a long time. Basically, most people breathe to survive, but through the breathing exercise from the Wim Hof Method, you breathe at full capacity. Your body would be pumped up with oxygen, and it helps rejuvenate your body, and you just feel relaxed, very, very relaxed. So that's the Wim Hof Method, component number 1. Component number 2 is cold showers. I usually take a warm shower, soap, shampoo, everything, and then by the end of it, I turn the faucet all the way to the cold, and I just soak it all in for at least 2 minutes. When you're exposed to the cold water, you just feel so alive, and you can't think of anything else, and it just feels so good, and it gives you energy. What helps me endure the cold is I like to sing in the shower. I usually bring my phone, I play the speaker, and I sing and I dance, and I soak it in. And it feels good, and it helps you so much. And by the way, speaking of singing and dancing, you should do that all the time. It helps treat your mind, again, and be present, be in the moment. So yeah, sing, dance, cold shower, breathing exercise. Remedy number 3. It's this little guy over here. 5-HTP. Okay, if you've never heard of this stuff, you're gonna be very skeptical right now, just like I was. I have no idea why this isn't more popular as it should be. This basically helps you produce more serotonin in your body. Serotonin is responsible for your happiness, so that when there's more serotonin, it's hard to feel anxious, and it will help you beat your depression as well if you have depression. This is a supplement. It is safe to take. I took it for 2 weeks at 50 milligram every day. I don't necessarily endorse this brand. This is just something that I have in my closet. I just feel safer having it in case I have a really bad day or I feel like my anxiety can go out of whack. I have this to protect me, basically. If you are taking an antidepressant, do not mix your antidepressant with this, because they basically both deal with serotonin, and you can experience something called serotonin syndrome, and it's very dangerous. But otherwise, it's very safe, it's not addictive, and look into it. It should be available at most pharmacies. If you can't find it at your local pharmacy, it would definitely be available on Amazon. And this literally saved me. And I've actually told my friends about it who were having trouble with anxiety, who also took it, and it helped them as well. So I know this stuff works. Don't take my word for it, look into it. Number 4, and this might be the most important. Do not take your anxiety or depression as an identity. It does not make you who you are. The conversation you have with yourself is probably the most important. If you think of yourself as someone that's broken or with problems, you will be that someone. But if you think you can get better, you will get better. And I know this is from experience. When my anxiety was bad, I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia. And first of all, I was telling myself that I can't sleep. And then I told other people, and I believe it just reinforced it in my mind, so much so that it became a loop. That when it was time to go to bed, guess what happened? I couldn't fall asleep. So eventually, I stopped telling people about it. Even if they asked me and they said, "Hey, did you sleep well last night?" I'd be like, "Yes, I did." Or I just try to avoid the conversation altogether if I didn't want to lie. Because when you tell yourself that you are broken or bad or you can't sleep, you will be that. In a way, your thoughts do equal your reality. And in fact, your actions equal your reality. So I stopped planning my day based on my anxiety, based on my insomnia, and did whatever the heck I wanted to do. Even if I was tired, I would go on that hike. Even if I didn't have enough sleep, I would go and meet my friends. Because I stopped giving my anxiety importance. I tried to devalue it from my life. And also, be kind to yourself. When we're experiencing bad anxiety or depression, we can be hard on ourselves and say things that we wouldn't tell other people, like your friends. Think of yourself in third person and try to encourage yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. Say, "I love you." Say, "I'm here for you. I know what you're going through, but it's gonna be okay." I was able to go through it, and it was bad. It was really bad, trust me. I look back at it now, and it doesn't seem so bad now. But I know what you're going through, and if I can do it, I am confident that you can do it as well.